Y'all's the hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. Y'all used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it. Your homies on it. Y'all's the hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. Y'all used to debate me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I had me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it. Your homies on it.
TRP Nation, what's good? Once again, we in the field today, man, and I'm joined by a very special guest that honestly should have been on the show multiple times already, but it's no time like right now. Hailing from the state of New Jersey, Trenton to be exact, today's guest has held down the East Coast rap scene for over a decade with reality-based raps and a truly authentic posture. His talent has earned him respect and recognition from rap titans such as Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel, and on platforms such as Bars on I-95, On the Radar, and Philly's own The Come Up Show. He's one of the few out-of-towners to truly penetrate the Philly rap scene and can comfortably call it home. I need the whole East Coast to stand up right now for my man, Big Ooh.
Yo.
What's good, family?
How you, man?
Like I said in the intro, man, you know, you are somebody that I've, always known about, always been like one person removed from you. We know pretty much all the, the same people and stuff like that. And it just took like one little interaction to kind of close the circle to be able to, create this moment that, we making today and allow us to give you your flowers on our platform.
Appreciate that, bro.
You are, one of the unsung heroes of an underappreciated rap scene in New Jersey. Spitters in New Jersey, songwriters, song makers in New Jersey. Y'all have been innovative in a lot of different ways: club music, street raps, battle rap, making impacts on, on all different levels. Right. Take me back to the beginning and tell me what inspired you to make music off the rip.
Making music, growing up, I was always around music. My father was heavily, I would go to my pop crib on the weekend, like Boys in the Hood style, and it was like 70s funk, Curtis Mayfield, Ozzy Hayes, Marvin Gaye vibes.
That era.
My mom was a little younger than my pops. She was more into Phyllis Hyman, Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross type vibes. So Anita Baker, I had that mixture. I was always around music. My grandfather did music, you know what I mean? So those aspects growing up. Then seeing my man, Young D, his name Fresh Hunters now, he did music. And I just seen the reaction he would get from the girls, and he was young, he was always nice. I was like, damn, that's cool. You know what I mean? And then when I seen the Juicy video, I remember seeing the Juicy video for the first time. I said, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you remember your first rap that you wrote? It wasn't good.
No, it was trash. It was trash. I went through that moment, watching the ciphers when everybody used to cipher in the park.
Yeah.
And then getting the courage up to be like, I'm gonna jump in that joint, and then ain't getting no reactions. And then you got that walk home was crazy.
Yeah, that's the longest walk in your life.
Yeah, that was horrible, man. That was horrible.
So from that, that long walk and that awkward silence, what made you say, I'm gonna stick with this to the point where we get the Big Ooh that we have now, who arguably is probably the most important rapper to ever come out of your city, if we keeping it a buck.
Thank you too. Just passion, bro. Basing everything on passion. The love of music, the love of creating. You know what I mean? It became a hard to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that know me growing up, I used to be in school, notebooks, always writing. Fell in love with that studio aspect. Starting in that basement, the 4-track recorders and all that, and just growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just not knowing what you're going to say, getting to the studio, coming up with ideas, and then starting to get that feedback.
Right.
That feedback was the push I needed.
Got you. When did you start to know that your talent would propel you to the next level and past, your immediate circumstances and be the thing that kind of, be a guiding light?
When I went to the A. So I went to the A. A friend of mine was in the ATL movie, my man Keyshawn, and he was in the movie. He was in the ATL movie. He was the one that Big Boy kind of slammed. He was hustling for Big Boy in the movie.
Yeah,
that's my man. He went to the A and he was signed in the A also. He was acting on A, so he called me. And in MySpace days, he was like, "Yo, ooh, come down." So I came down. I had a CD out at the time. It's about 2008. I went to Staples, got some covers done up, cut the covers out. had about 30 CDs. So long story short, I got with him in the studio, and I gave everybody in the studio a CD. I stayed at his crib that night. The next night, I was supposed to fly back into Philly. The people he was signed to, they listened to the CD and was like, yo, where Big Boy at? And he was like, you're in the living room sleep.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, put him on the phone, tell him we good, we got him. And shout out to my man, Seth Black. That was like me seeing the industry at a bird's eye view.
Got you.
So that kind of put me around Shakira Stewart's, God Bless Her Dad, DJ Toon, Akon, Justice League. I'm in Hot Beats with Lil Wayne. I'm in the B room, Wayne in the A room.
Yeah.
Just where he about to turn in. I'm in the studio with Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My man KY, shout out to my man KY.
KY Engineering?
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, KY one of them ones, man.
KY, like no bullshit, bro. I gave him the name KY. He from Kentucky.
Yeah.
His name was Finest. But I just called him KY, he from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? But that's my guy. And I watched him come from humble beginnings. Like no bullshit, KY was sleeping in his truck, bro, staying at the stove. I used to be like, yo, come to the crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was really my man because we locked in. We got cool through work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I still got to say, that was me being around the industry for the first time. So when the situation was sour after like 3 years, I had to come back home.
Got you.
So it was so real, bro. It was like I was staying in the penthouse downtown by Centennial Olympic Park, right? 18 floors up. So I'm living the life. My niggas coming down from the projects. People like, damn, well, we finally, you know what I mean?
You the inspiration at that point.
I had been doing music for a long time since a kid.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, for people back home, was kind of like, all right, bro, in position. So I remember my man Black coming to me, and I love Black, man, because he did so much for me. I think moving forward, right, I'm going to go back, but I think moving forward, that's kind of how I gauge how to treat artists by how he treated me.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So I remember him coming to me and was like, yo, bro, we did everything we could. You know, we're going to have to regroup, we circle back around. But right now, we got to go back to the crib. So I was like, damn, yeah. He was like, yeah. He was like, shit tight, bro. He was like, man, just take what you can. So I was like, damn, take what I can. 'Cause I had so much stuff, clothes and shit.
Yeah, you living here.
Living there. So, sent me by Magic City to the bus terminal.
Oh, man. You didn't even get a plane ticket back to the
bus back up, right? So anybody familiar with that bus ride, it stop every state on the way up. And sometimes you gotta get off the bus, grab your bags, wait for the next bus to come.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yo, going through all that, being around the industry, being around the who's who, and then going back to the projects, right? Looking at the dumpster out the back window. And I remember, right? I remember sitting in the room, and I was like, I didn't even know what depression was, but I was that.
Right.
And I was like, damn, fuck, man, that's what I'm gonna do. And I remember all my guys was in the rooms, was all in the rooms, was just, you know, everybody, they talking trap and shit, you know, regular shit.
Yeah.
And my mom just like, dang. So I said, yo, Kaz and Kev, I gotta get into him with Kev. Because at this time, the industry was like, even though I'm from Jersey, Jersey was broken up into 3 facets. So it was North Jersey, Central Jersey, South Jersey.
Exactly. I'm glad you brung that up.
Being that where I'm positioned at Central Jersey, Trenton. But when we go into the record labels, our market is Philadelphia. So when I go into Atlantic and I'm going to TVT and I'm going to Sony, they say, where you from? Trenton, oh, Philly. You know, such. So when I came home, being that I was around the industry, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but it gave me the gas to go home and turn up.
Right.
I said, Kev don't know who Big Lou is. I got to tap in with Kev. I said, damn, how can I get to Kev? I said, Gillie. Reached out to Gillie. Cash Gillie out. Right, I had a record called New Sneakers. Went to the old back cave, Cash Gillie out. He did the feature, shot to Gil. Next day, did a record with Meek. And I always tell people, when you come into new markets, you not from that market, you come in with the strongest people in those markets, everybody under them gonna follow suit.
Absolutely.
And then from there, it was a domino effect, it was on. You know what I mean?
And what year was this?
Probably like 09, 08, 09.
Looking back at that situation, you know, you having the whole situation, you know, basically you signed to a label essentially. It's an indie label, but you signed to a label for 3 years. Is there anything you look back and be like, you could have done better that would have maybe extended the run on the situation, or was it just circumstances that was just beyond your control?
Good question. 2 things. I'm gonna try not to be long-winded.
No, take as much time as you need.
Putting the sole responsibility on them. Right? I didn't understand. And it's a learning process. And that's why I tell the younger artists under me, You got to go through things sometimes. Experience is the best teacher.
Indeed.
I put so much on them, I fell back. Right? So I was working, I was recording, I was turning into music, but the administrative stuff, I let them take care of.
Yeah.
The relationship-based stuff outside the music, I let them take care of. Now the producers, they would rock with me, the other artists would rock with me, but as far as like putting the plays together, we're going to do Tony Neal, DJ at Retreat, we're going to do this, we're going to do TJs, DJs.
Yeah.
I was letting them put those plays together. And to be totally honest with you, it was two brothers that had the label, right? My man Black and his brother JoJo. And Black was my man. Black was my manager. It was really a conflict of interest, but you ain't know at the time.
Right.
I was signed to the label.
Big conflict of interest.
And
I'll talk about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they wanted to keep it in-house, and I guess that probably kept the confusion down because, you know, we got outside managers to cause confusion. They also had a girls group, and the girls group was signed to Dallas Austin label, Rowdy Records, through Universal. So I think it was like, you know, it was business situations on their end, money mismanagement and different things on their end. They kind of didn't take my situation to fruition. But looking back, I could have did more. I could have did more, but I think I did do what I was supposed to do at that time in the space and in the fashion that I was in. I did what I was supposed to do. Now me looking back, just being me, I could have did more. But I made so many connects, and the crazy thing about it was this, right? Was all the people I connected with down there coming back home and watching them flourish. Not from an envy standpoint, but from like, damn, that's my man. Or that's such and such. Or I was just down there with it. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always tell people, I used to be like, yo, people not going to call you while you home and throw you the ball. They're going to throw you the ball while you're right there next to them.
Yeah, people always want to help when they feel like you might not even need the help. That's just a strange thing of life, man, where it's like you work so hard to break certain barriers, and then you could have used all of this help along the way, all of these phone calls, all these plugs, all these, I'm gonna put you on an email chain with this person or whatever. You needed that. And then finally, when you don't need it, now it's like the whole world opened up to you because everybody wants to be a part of the success story.
I understand it.
It's so strange, man. And you see it in all walks of life, man. You know, I've been born and raised around the music industry my whole life. My cousin Stevie G is, responsible for that whole initial, wave of all of the Philly artists getting signed, him, Sadiq and stuff. I was in here with them the other day together, just chopping it, and then Spade rolled in. So it was just like a hip hop moment for Philly. Just being around, man. But it's like, just time and time again, you see it with these artists over and over and over again. When they want to come up, nobody wants to help. And then they break the ceiling, and then everybody just comes out of everywhere with these resources.
I think it's a thing where people say nobody owe you nothing, right? And it's like, we know that.
Right.
We know that.
But people take it to the extreme.
Right. Right. And it's like, my thing is, if you see somebody moving and knowing that you could help, I'm the type of person, bro, if I see you moving and I dig your vibe, because the vibe and your personality is more important than the music to me.
Absolutely.
Like, you're a weirdo, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't care how talented you are, how many numbers you're doing. I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah. But if I see you cool, and I can put a phone call in that can help you, bro, I'm going to do it. It don't say nothing away. What's for me, I'm going to have. You know what I mean? I just believe that, man. What's for me, I'm going to have, man. Yeah, I'll never understand that way of thinking, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So once you come back, you regroup, you find your end to Cosmic Kev. What's that first conversation with Kev like?
Gillie put us on three-way. And that's why I got so much love for Gil, man. A lot of people don't understand, like to this day, I call Gil right now, Gil gonna pick up whatever I need him to do, he's gonna do. Like, Gil been super solid. Now, I say this is what I tell younger artists from out my way, because a lot of younger artists out my way come to me for insight because they just watch me do it for so long. Yeah. It's like me and Meek neck and neck as far as where I'm from. Not saying, of course, he's way further than me as an artist, but people have, as much as people be like, you watch me come up to Philly, that's how it is where I'm from. Right. Humbly, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, Gil put us right on the phone, bro. Three-way. But what I'm saying is, I didn't know Gil initially. I went to him to do business. And I always tell people, business sparks a relationship sometimes where you might not have to do business the next round. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So he got to feel for my vibe, feel for my story, and most importantly, my talent. And that's been my man. And his last album, I'm on his album. They just see how you think things come full circle. People don't understand that part of the game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They think it just happens.
And sometimes you gotta plant seeds now in order for the tree to grow.
Absolutely.
So you paying Gil for a feature opened up all of this other opportunities for you later on down the line, where now he's putting you on the phone with a Cosmic Kev and that don't cost you nothing.
Yeah, right.
He's putting, he'll come back around and do a feature and it's like, oh, it's free. Or jump on my album, which is a bigger platform than yours at the time.
Right.
And it's like, one hand washes the other in that regard.
Yes, I'm man.
So you connect with Cosmic Kev, feature with Gil, feature with Meek. So then what starts to transpire around this, 2009, 2010 time point?
Also, Tone Trump.
Shout out Tony, World Star Tony, man, my brother.
My guy, man. Tone was a World Star, real crazy. Real crazy. He came on my way and shot a video. Trump, my man, been my man too. After that, it was a domino effect. After that, I think Cannon called H. McLeod. And me and H linked up. When me and H linked up, that's when me and Jimme Wallstreet linked up.
Right.
And God bless his soul. And then from there, it was on.
Yeah.
Everybody after that. Me and Wallstreet did Twin Towers, and it was over.
Yeah, I was gonna say a mutual friend that we both lost is Wallstreet.
Yeah.
Animated, hilarious,
man, come on.
loyal, and just an amazing person, man. How did you initially connect with Wallstreet?
I'm gonna tell you a funny story, right? So, me and H started rocking. Shout out to H. McLeod, A&R to the streets, my guy.
That's my dog.
Me and H started rocking, right? So, I'm having an in-store signing in Philly for a project I had with Cannon called God First, All I See Is the Money. So H bring Jim. So this is what I tell people about being humble when you have your moment. I'm in my bag though right now. Like I'm in my tape out, Cannon, I'm already in my bag. Right? So I'm shaking hands all day. So H like, yo, I got my man, he right. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. I'm like, yeah, all right, bro, it's cool. And I love Ace to death, my man.
Yeah.
But I'm just at this time, it's just like,
not
I'm
right now.
You feel what I'm saying? But when Ace go to introduce us, to, one thing Ace said that I never remember, I went to shake Jim's hand, and Ace was like, no, he wanted us. And it was just something about the way he said that, I just looked up. It was like that moment in the movie, I just looked up and I was like, all right. And then we start talking. And now mind you, at this time, I'm recording at my man crib up my way. Different little studios, they cool. Yeah. But it wasn't.
So the pre-production studio that you're recording in little small local shit, whatever. Are you sending your stuff out somewhere else to get it mixed and mastered?
Right. So I'm recording at little studios. I had ran into this dude that he was mixing my joints for me. Yeah. I thought these was like great mixes at the time. You feel what I'm saying? He was mixing my joints for me, but I wasn't in the rooms. Now after I shook Jim's hand and the signing was over, Jim telling me a little bit what he into, and he like, yeah man, we gonna go to Dre and Vidal. Now when he say this, I sit up in the chair. Yeah. Cause now I'm like, huh? And I'm like, okay, he took me to Vidal, took me shot to Vidal, we went to the Vidal spot, and we just was chilling. And me and Jim exchanged numbers that night, and he called me every day, at least 10 times a day, bro. Bro, wallahi, the day Jim passed, I spoke to Jim probably for 3 hours that morning, probably like 2 hours before he passed, bro. Yeah. And all he was talking about was going to Atlanta and moving with Cannon. Cannon was telling him to come down there, just stay on the couch, you can stay at my crib, we'll figure it out. That's all they kept talking about. And we was just on the phone, and I was like, yo, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm gonna call you. And I remember, Mossberg from out here? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mossberg DM'd me on the gram. I was like, yo, something happened at Jim crib. And I was like, nah, I just got the phone, Jim. He was like, nah, somebody got shot by Jim crib, bro, call him. They saying to Jim. I called him, he ain't answer. I called his mom phone, bro. When I was on the highway coming from the gym, going to my crib, I called his mom phone, his mom just picked up the phone screaming, bro. I was like, damn. Feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. And I done been in that situation so many times, but it was just different because me and Jim had a different connection. He wasn't a day one, but that was my brother. We met, sometimes people you meet later on in life, you be closer with. Absolutely. People you knew your whole life, bro. Yeah. Like, he would come up my way, loved him. You feel what I'm saying? I'd be all up Somerville, all like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to this day, people be hitting me like, bro, you gotta pull up on us, bro. Up top and all that, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was just genuine. I think the music reflected that too, because it was like he was working at a studio like in Larry Gold's, and he had linked Phoenix, God bless her, because she just passed too. Phoenix was sounding Raheem Brock.
I remember that.
She was an R&B singer.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
damn, she passed. That's crazy.
Yeah, she passed like a year ago. I think from when COVID was going on.
Fuck.
Yeah, God bless her, man. Yeah, that was my girl too. But so Jim had he had the stew, had worked at a stew play for her to work in the stew.
Yeah.
So she would come in the stew about 8 at night. She might get out of there like 1. Jim called me, pull up, bro. Me and my man Molest would shoot up there. We would work from about midnight to 1 till about 6, 7 until she come in.
Yeah.
Kind of like getting our project done on the back end of her project.
Right.
And that's how Twin Towers was done.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
What was them sessions like creating Twin Towers?
Man, I got chills when you just asked me that, bro, because all I kept saying, bro, was, why didn't we film this, man? Because I used to just call Doughboy every time I was up here, respect my hustle, like, yo, I'm at the stew.
Shout out Doe, man. Look, I told you we know everybody, the same fucking people.
Real, I would call him and be like, yo, pull up on me, and I just didn't call him because the tape happened so fast.
Yeah.
And when we was done, I told Jim in the studio, I said, why didn't we film this joint? Bro, I'm talking about, Jim was probably, I take this from Jim now, nobody worked the room like Wallstreet.
Nobody.
He had a personality that was like, if you was mad when you came in, because you might have just argued with your girl or had a bad day. If you was mad when you came in the studio, bro, you been around 10 minutes. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? You was going to laugh. You was going to
get,
he just, and I remember just like from watching him, I'm watching him record, I'm watching him put the chops in the joint, I'm watching him record himself. All that was foreign to me at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, then the nigga production was just next level. He was getting them records done. I might doze off. He got a verse, tap me, wake up, I lay the verse. He might play a beat. I might be like, yo, I got the hook. It was dope, man.
Yeah.
It was dope. That was my guy, man. I got a lot of love for Jim, man.
Y'all had 2 Beans features.
Yeah.
Mike Knox is on that joint.
Stole one of them, he stole one of them. Hey, yo, Knox and Beans was in the stew with us too. Shout to Knox, shout to Steve.
Yeah, so out of all of the studio footage that y'all have the Knox and Beans footage of being in the booth and all that.
Okay, so you trying to turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so turn the lights off was before we even knew we was doing Twin Towers.
Gotcha.
He called me one day and he was at the dial spot. And I was out my way. I was in trap mode. I was in fuck rap mode. You know, it get like that.
Yeah, you get them little pockets.
Rap, yeah, you know what I mean? And he called me one day, and I was coming outside around my way, and he was like, "Yo, bro, come to the studio." I was like, "Man, I ain't thinking about that studio." I was, you know how I did.
Yeah.
And I remember him being on the phone, like, "Yo, come to the studio, bro." And I remember I looked up, and as I'm on the phone, like how they was riding back in our day, like back in the day, they would be like in Caprices, undercovers would be like in Caprices, we call them like the narcs, task force type shit. Yeah. But they'd be 4 deep in each car. But they used to ride in the Soul Train lines, so that might be like 10 Caprices with 4 of them in each car. This when you know they on all bullshit.
Yeah, that's like jump out days.
Jump out, you know what I'm saying? All that time. So as I'm on the phone with Jim and I'm coming out the building, I look to the right and I see the Soul Train line been in the corner. I said, "Yep." I called my mates to drive the cabs. This before Uber and all that. Yeah. My man Big Shaq to drive the cab. I hit Shaq, said, "Shaq, come pick me up, cousin." Came and grabbed me in the cab, went to the train station, 30th Street. Caught the train from 30th Street to Vidal still. So I walk in, and Jim like, "Yo, go in the room, go through some beats." So the beats playing, doors swing open. Sieg walk in. I'm like a kid in the candy store. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I'm really trying to play cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and I'm trying not to look at him and everything. Like, it wasn't like, "See what's up, bro?" So the beat playing, so see, no bullshit, see, like, "What you got to this, big boy?" I'm like, damn. So I just started spitting, because I was coming up with my verse. I just started spitting my verses there. He was like, "I'm getting on this." I was like, The Jim pulled me outside. Like, I told you, because Jim knew the whole time. That was just like, it was just Jim, man. Like, he ain't had to share that moment with me.
Yeah.
That could have been a Jimme Wallstreet and the Beanie Sigel record, but he was like, yo, I'm involved, my man.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Chad, one half of the realest podcast ever, and I'm coming to you today with an exclusive offer only for TRP Nation. Shh, don't tell nobody. From our advertising partner, MyBookie, to kick off football season. MyBookie is giving you a super aggressive, unprecedented deposit match up to 50% of whatever you put out, up to $1,000. That's right. What does that mean? You put down $2,000 of your own money. MyBookie is going to match you, give you $1,000 of free money to be able to gamble with. That's yours, that you'll be able to access immediately as soon as you make your first deposit. Go right now, use our special offer, bit.ly/join with TRPE. It's case sensitive, so make sure you capitalize the TRPE to get this legendary offer. And if that link is too hard to follow, go to mybookie.ag. And when you check out, just use my promo code TRPE to be able to claim your $1,000 on your 50% deposit match for football season. Brought to you by the good folks at TRPE and MyBookie. But that's who he was.
You know what I mean?
Like he was just a uniter of people. Yeah. Like he connected me with with Alex and them guys from Ventilation X. Creative outfit now. Like he connected me with them as like, no, you want to shoot, your shit gotta look a certain way, and like all of that. He had a vision for everything.
Hey yo, Wallow called me one day, right? Wallow called me. Wallow used to call me from the jails, right? And I don't know how Wallow got my number. I think Wallow DM'd me one day and was like, yo, bro, I fuck with your music. He had a phone in there.
Yeah.
He DM'd me like, yo, I asked Gil about you. I fuck with your music, da da da. So I sent him my number. He used to call me. And he was always talking about Wall Street. He used to like, man, I love Wall Street. Like, yo, he was so ahead of the curve. He had the vision with the videos. He had the style. He had the charisma. Yeah. He had the website. I said, yo, he did.
Yeah, all his shit was buttoned up.
It was, bro. Like he had it. It was well packaged, and it was like, it's unfortunate, man. I think that's why, like, my last project I just dropped, Wall Street, is the outro. Mm-hmm. And I just do little shit like that because I told Ace the other day, man, Ace was talking, I was like, damn, niggas don't really shout Jim out the way they supposed to.
No, not at all. And I think it's because, he's not from North Philly, South Philly, West Philly. It's like that shit where it's like he's from a like a smaller, overlooked kind of like section of the city. Yeah. But despite all of that, he knew everybody that mattered.
That's what
he brung everybody together.
And I seen him in rooms working with everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you just based off of that, you would think that people would do more as far as like keeping his legacy alive.
And I'm gonna say this for real. No bullshit, right? I remember a lot of you niggas all in his comments when he was here.
Real rap.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, praising you.
A lot of niggas was trying to find their way, and Wall was already operating at an industry standard, even when he wasn't in the industry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And for that, he should always be remembered because he brought a lot of professionalism, a lot of class to the game.
That's how I met Lava. I met Lava. Lava was in the studio. He stopped me. He was like, Jimme Wallstreet? I was like, he said, yo, Wall Street sent me the video when y'all first shot it. He said, I was like, yo, this shit is incredible. Lava, my man. Yeah. Lava, another one that came out my way.
Lava Don.
I gotta get with him. He keep trying to play me the clips now. We keep missing each other. But that's like Lava, my man, bro. Yeah. Like, that's my guy, for real. Yeah, Wall Street, man. God bless him, man. I love him, man. I gotta, it's unfortunate, man. Life take them turns, though.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and I just remember when it happened, man. It was just so shocking because like he was somebody that I frequently talked to. He had just randomly hit me with an idea or DM me or whatever, or somebody you need to meet. Like that was just him. It'd be like a Tuesday morning. Just randomly, man. And I super duper miss that dude. And I agree with you, man. There definitely needs to be more talk around him being one of like the people that we lost too soon and one of our real greats. Of Philly.
For real, man.
So how we kind of, I guess, uncovered it through just talking, how you kind of got in the mix of the Philly market and all of that stuff, with Gil, Cosmic Kev, Meek, Wall later and all of that. On an industry level, who was the first person of stature to kind of send the ladder back down to kind of help pull you up?
That's a good question. I never thought about that. That's a good question. Yo, I don't know. I don't know because I could say features.
Yeah, it could be whatever you deem it to be. It could be a feature. It could be jump on this mixtape. It could be a DJ saying send me a song for this mixtape. You know what I mean?
Okay. So growing up, I worked in a store. My man wanted to do my first situation as a kid. My man owned a mixtape store, so he was doing everybody mixtapes out of Trenton. He was doing God Bless the Dead, K Slay, Clue, Envy, Who Kid. All these guys would come to Trenton to get their mixtapes done. So in the mixtape era, I'm talking about as a kid, 15, 16 years old, I'm on doo-wop tapes. Like my old head Don Black was like, he was in the Bounce Squad. He was down with WAP. He from Trenton. And he was signed to MCA. Matter of fact, he was signed to Rough Nation when Major Figures was signed to Rough Nation.
Right.
So he was the guy that was killing the mixtape era. I was on Ron G tapes. Ron G.
Man, you bringing me back, man. That's that era. Doo-wop, Ron G.
And I'm a kid though. You know what I'm saying? So I look back at it now and be like, when people talk about the mixtape era, I'll be like, damn, I was kind of in the loop too. You know what I mean? But so that would be like the first thing, like even Corey Yacht. Corey Yacht was the first DJ to play me on the radio. You know what I mean? So I guess that would be something.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't forget DJ Plex, man. DJ Plex was pivotal in my career. He's a well-known DJ from the city. DJ Juice put me on a couple of his tapes, and that was kind of the start of the ball for me. A lot of guys in Philly, outside of me meeting Gil and Meek and them at the original Batcave, shout to Rub.
Yeah.
A lot of my relationships came out of working at PI and PI Gweet and Bear Jam Spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
PI is another underrated person that's very important in the Philly music scene and all of that. Sure. Connected a lot of people, brokered a lot of deals, opened a lot of doors for people.
Yeah, he did.
And he's a phenomenal producer and engineer.
I can't even front, right? So, me and P.I. like family. And family butt heads sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go your separate ways. But what I'm gonna say is, I can never downplay what he did for me.
Yeah.
What he did for my artistry. Him and his brother. And Bear Jams. P.I. opened the door for me, right? So I met P.I. I was working with an R&B artist named Atika Hemingway. So around the time when I put that project out with Cannon, she had gave it to P.I. And P.I. told her, yo, bring him to the studio. P.I. and them had a studio, another studio, Manioc.
Oh yeah,
Up by the zoo over there, right?
Remember what you call it now?
Oh, where Ricky's at now?
Right. So that's why I first met P.I. We started working.
Yeah.
Then they moved to the 444 building, right? So P.I. kind of was like, yo, if it ain't no sessions in here, rock out. So I never had, outside of Atlanta, Atlanta was the first time I was in a situation where we would go in the studio for like 10-hour days.
Yeah, you had like free reign in the studio.
And just work, right? So now I'm getting back in that mode. So this is kind of where like to stop writing. It was like no more writing.
Yeah. Because
I'm really fully in there comfortable. I'm picking beats on the spot and all that. So P.I., man, I would go to P.I. I would go up there maybe take a duffel bag with a week worth of clothes, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go up there to P.I. I might go to his mom's crib, shower in Camden, come back to the stew, pop tracks across the hall. Rug was around the corner. Mike Jers was across the hall.
Shout out Mike Jers. That's my man. I talk to Mike Jers all the time. He out in Arizona now.
Mike Jers, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just I met everybody through there from Core, O'Malley, Lights. I mean, you can name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got multiple records with all of them guys, man. Like, core whole growth, I really was there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
What do you think about all the success that Core Lights are having right now in the music game, finally really being recognized for how dope we all knew, but now being recognized on a national scale for, you know, how talented they are?
I think it's a testimony that what's meant for you, you're gonna have, number one.
Yeah.
And I can't forget Jay too. Jay, Nina. I love it, bro. I hit them all the time because you know when you putting so many nights of work in, and you think that this one is going to be the door opener and it's not, and you got to come back and regroup, and then you got to put the work in again, and it's just you know they never stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them guys been talented, but it's just a matter of when the world catch on. The world lead.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's good to see them guys. I think likes the sound of Situation.
Yeah, Universal Music Publishing.
Core having a hell of a run.
Smacking
right
him. He going crazy. Selling out shows in Philly, Boston, all kind of stuff.
So me and him just did a new record. We got a new record on the project about to drop. That's just, man, I love it, man. I love to see them guys. I love to see them guys do their thing, man, because it's like we always in that, like PI spot was like college for me. I always say that.
Yeah.
That was college for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we would be in the A room. If I'm in the A room, like Core in the A room, I'll go in the B room. Or I might sit in Core sessions. Core might sit in my session.
Yeah.
Lex might sit in my session. Drama. It's just like O'Malley. It was like family, like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody knew everybody hours, so it was like, all right, I know O gonna be in here till the morning. He gonna leave probably like 10 in the morning. Core gonna be in here probably around 8, 9. He gonna stay till about 2, 3. So O'Malley and them they might do a little something. They might fall out asleep. I'll come in here while they sleep.
Yeah.
It was just like we all. I mean, everybody made it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody made it work. It was dope.
This might sound like a little bit of an existential question, but what types of situations have you had to overcome in order to stay focused and present in the music business?
What you mean, like life situations?
Life situations.
Everything you can imagine, bro. Just dealing with, so I don't got no kids. And I think like I would have had 3 kids right now. You know what I mean? So people just don't see the certain sacrifices that you really dedicated to a passion and the craft. It's almost like the selfishness in it. You know what I mean?
And you gotta be selfish about your career in order to get it where you trying to get it to go. To some degree.
Yeah,
it's still balance within it, but it's gonna be certain moments where, you know, I can't go on this date or this vacation or whatever. I'm just focused on what I'm doing.
I'm happy you just said that. It was a time when my guys, so we was called the Fifth Ave Boys, right? At one time. And that just came from like niggas trapping, getting money, but was always in the fashion. Niggas would run uptown, get the designer shit and all that shit, right? And there was a time where all my guys, every week in that shit, throwing that shit on it, throwing that shit on it, throwing that shit on. And I couldn't do it. Because I was like, yo, I'm focused on this music shit. I'm doing this music shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Life shit like that, bro. I think my biggest regret, though, is like, I had like 2 young ladies I was fucking with, had them get abortions. That was probably my biggest regret. Like looking back at life, and it was based on the music shit. And as crazy as that sounds, just me being honest. It was like, yo, I can't have no kids right now. I'm out here doing this music. Somebody go to
it's gonna slow me down.
Yeah,
need me to do this and get diapers and formula.
Life changing. You got a mouth to feed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I dealt with all types of life shit, bro. I dealt, like anybody know me know I always did music. You know what I mean? Like, we did a lot of shit outside of music. Yeah. But I always did music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
so you know, considering, you know, how, I'm not going to specify what it is, but doing things outside of music, how encompassing that can be and how addictive, especially if you having success and making money, what always just brings you back to music?
Because I feel like we all put here for a reason. Sometimes you know what your reason is, sometimes you don't, sometimes you find out later in life. Yeah. Right? I know my reason may be bigger than music, but for now and for then, I felt like my reason is the music.
Yeah.
The music. Extracurricular things was to maintain life, maintain a certain lifestyle, and to support the music.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But after a while, bro, you get tired of after going to see different mothers the week of the funeral, having to go see how much is needed for this person to get buried. Yeah. Or, going through them emotions of losing people and, like, you know what I'm saying? As much as people glorify that shit, bro, that shit is played out.
Yeah, no, it's nut shit. And it's like,
it deterred me anyway. Yeah. It'd be like, yo, bro, I'm cool on that shit.
And we, just, coming from where we come from, whatever inner city it is, Philly, Trenton, Atlanta, the
Same
boroughs of
shit.
New York. It's all the same shit, and we all experience so much loss as young men trying to find our way that we become numb to it at a certain point. But that doesn't mean that you're not still feeling the effects of it happening and constantly seeing it and having the experience. And like you said, you got to go to your man's funeral, hug his mother, and all of like that shit don't feel good.
And the thing about it is, bro, right? You know, as black men too, mental health has just become a thing.
Yeah.
Men getting therapy has just become a thing. My father, your grandfathers wasn't no therapy.
No.
You had to suck that shit up and keep pushing.
Suck it up and figure it out.
They passed that down to us.
Yeah.
And people don't realize when you love somebody, bro, when they leave physically and transition to whatever you believe in, they take a piece of you, bro.
Yeah.
And when you don't tend to that, talk about it or get that energy out, you know, slowly that shit just chipping away at a rock.
Yeah.
And it's like I done lost more people than I could count on both hands and both toes, bro. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing about it is I found myself using death as the motivation and the momentum to keep going, as weird as that may sound.
Yeah.
Because it was people that I know believed in me, people that I know wanted to see me win. So it was like, even if I want to stop per se,
I still gotta keep going for them.
You know what I
gotta
mean?
honor them, transitioning, man, you know, I guess kind of coming up more present day, man. Talk to me about your relationship with Jadakiss.
With Jadakiss, shout to Kiss, man. We, you know, I think right now, man, to be totally honest with you,
yeah,
I was one of the artists on the So Raspy situation.
Right.
He got a couple artists under the umbrella, and I was rocking with Kiss for maybe 3-4 years. You know what I mean? We went our separate ways. I recently saw Kiss at Cheerleaders. I did an interview with my man Gillie TV, shout out to Gillie.
Yeah.
And I said a couple of things that may have, you know, he didn't like.
Maybe soured the relationship.
But the good thing about it was, bro, I was man enough when I saw him at Cheerleaders. Freeway was there, Bump was there. I was man enough to tell him, bro, you know I love you, you know I got love for you, bro. I just didn't agree with how certain things was handled. You know what I mean? But in hindsight, like I told him, I said, maybe I should have not done it on camera, because we ain't them niggas. I ain't going on camera bashing niggas.
Yeah.
And I wasn't bashing them.
Right.
But
you just spoke about your perspective on the situation.
that's it. But you know, sometimes when you do that, we invite outside energy.
Yeah.
We invite other people's opinions. We invite people to think that it's more than what it is. Until I seen Kiss, I hugged him. I said, bro, you know I love you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like I was just expecting more, what you could say was my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we had a conversation, and like men, it's all love, man. I don't got nothing bad to say about Kiss. I learned a lot being around him. If I see him right now, it's all love.
Yeah.
All the guys around him, K, 2 O's, my guys to this day, still family. I just think that sometimes, man, you know, conversation, communication, all that shit is very important.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't want what I'm saying to be misconstrued. A lot of times people think that you not agreeing with them or you not seeing eye to eye with something they doing is like you hating or saying something negative.
Right.
But that don't take, if me and you brothers, or fuck brothers, me and you doing business and I'm signed to you, and I come to you and I say, yo, bro, and I'm not saying this to me a Kiss situation.
Yeah. Just for example,
I'm signed to you and I say, bro, you don't think we need the campaign up top first? And you like, nah, bro, we need to do the chitlin circuit. I'm like, yo, bro, but the record is already moving in New York, Boston, Connecticut. I think we need to go up there first.
Yeah, let's amplify where it's already moving at.
Because we disagree, that don't mean I don't got the same love for you.
Yeah, we just got a different outlook on how to conduct the business.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you be around people and you meet their kids and you meet their wives and people embrace you like family, you really become to have love for a person.
Yeah.
And sometimes the business works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
And you know what I mean? That's my man. Still top five down
Right.
the line.
Absolutely.
One of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? And It's my nigga, man. I ain't got nothing.
So even though the situation didn't, necessarily pan out how you wanted to, what were some of the benefits or, things that you gained from, being in that situation for 3-4 years?
First of all, people treat you different when it's like, oh, he fuck with Kiss.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certain doors open up.
Yeah, because he's respected in every room.
Everybody love Kiss. I mean, everybody love the Lox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Lox is a legendary group. You know what I mean? Legendary group, been legendary. One of my favorite groups. So, being around them, I just learned how to move. And just realizing that people don't get paid in this game for 25 plus years for no reason.
Exactly.
So you just, you draw that from me. How to treat people, how to nurture those relationships,
right.
Maintain those relationships, because it's all the same people you seeing.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
The same promoters booking you, the same, you know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. So, being likable, being personable, you know what I mean? Leaving a lasting impression on people. Like Kiss, my guy though, man. I got a lot of love for Kiss, bro. Whether people realize, people really think it's like a situation,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why I made it my business to pull up on him. And when I found out he was going to be at the spot, I pulled up on him. Me and Ace slid down there. I wanted to look him in his face and tell him, bro, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
It'll never be like no, we on no shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really love you, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like you get the respect you deserve for, being somebody that's really one of the elites on the East Coast for the last 15, 20 years?
Fuck no. Them niggas don't never say my name on them interviews and shit. Being honest.
Yeah.
But when I see niggas, what Quill says, teeth and pounds. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be one of my favorites. That's how the world does, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that's beneficial for niggas. Niggas don't understand that light puts other listeners and ears on you. Because now, if I respect you, and you saying, yo, this nigga dope, now I respect you, so now I want to listen to him and sing.
Exactly.
Because I respect your ear, I respect your craft, what you doing.
You're a trusted source.
Exactly. So I feel like I get the love, like, if I'm in the room.
Yeah.
I feel like it counts more when I'm not there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, for sure.
So being as though you don't get, the public, adulation from your peers and stuff like that, how more dope are those moments where a Jadakiss is like, come with me, where a Beans is like, yo, what you got for this?
Now I'm gonna say this, them two, there's multiple interviews Kiss is shouting me out. So I don't even want niggas to think I'm talking about him.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about just in general. Beans just came on my way. We're supposed to do a show, right? He had his son with him. The show got canceled. It was outside. It started raining. So I took Beans past my barbershop, Razor Sharp, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Razor Sharp. And they got a studio in the back. So my man Clutch in the back, he playing beats. Beans playing the beat. Beans go right in the booth, lay a verse for me. This was probably like a year ago.
Yeah.
His son tapped me, he said, bro, I never heard of you, but I know you nice as shit, and my dad fuck with you because he don't do that for nobody.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, them niggas, Kiss, Beans, Lava, Gil, like, Wallow on the intro on my new album. It's people that do reciprocate.
Yeah.
But I be watching your interviews, I be watching other niggas' interviews, and I be hearing niggas lists of who all that. I be like, man, I'm like, all right, now, nigga, you know what I mean? Don't forget me, baby, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of niggas that show me love, man. I'm grateful because at the end of the day, bro, I come from a small city, 7.5 miles. The last nationwide group that they know Trenton for is Poor Righteous Teachers, you know what I mean? And that's like the 90s.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like I come from a place where success is not seen often. So the belief there is like real low. So it's like, nigga, you could walk on water and niggas ain't gonna believe it.
Right.
So people don't even believe that you can really make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like getting the love that I've got coming from that place like that. It's the love that I've got to this point is more than I could even imagine, bro. To be totally honest.
Especially considering you've got multiple shots at this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely.
Has that created any type of like residual effect in your city where niggas feel like, the industry keeps looking at this same one guy and not looking at the rest of us?
I just said that in the interview. Yo, a nigga told me, not to me, but told somebody, like, cuz gotta get out the way and let somebody else shine.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd be like, damn. It's like, me and my uncle, we always be laughing at shit like that, because I'd be like, I ain't nobody like.
Right.
All I'm doing is working. But I understand that one thing I understood was this. I put my own money up, I invested, I traveled, I brought people with me that was willing to step outside their comfort zone, right? I gathered all this information and then I brought it back home and gave it to niggas. Whether you take heed is up to you. I'm telling niggas, don't keep recording the studios in the city. Move around, because I always say, recording the studios in the city like where I'm from, there's never gonna be a time when the door opens and it's not gonna be somebody you don't know already. Yeah,
it's a 0% chance of somebody unfamiliar or somebody that's operating on industry standard walking through this door.
You know how I met Kiss 5 times. Never got to play no music for him, never even got to introduce myself. Melly shot the video with Kiss, I wrote up there with P.I. I never forget it. I met Kiss, right? And Melly and all them was in the hallway, and I seen Kiss walk this way, and I walked over that way behind him.
Yeah.
I said, Kiss, take a picture real quick. So he took a picture. Then I slid up on him again. I said, Kiss, take a picture. He said, man, we just took one. But I was trying to get him to the point where I was like, yo, big Uber, I rap, but I couldn't really work my angle. I said, I'm going to chill. Then I met him again at the TLA. He ain't know the fuck I was. I met him again at the show. It was a show at the War Memorial. They had the locks in there on my way. I met him again. But I'm saying I'm being around him, but I'm never getting a chance to introduce myself.
Yeah.
Never getting a chance to play no music. I'm in the studio, Major Figures, working on the Major Figures reunion album. I had just laid a verse for this joint. Door swing open, Gil and Kiss walking. When they walk in, my verse playing, Kiss say, Bump, who that? Bump said, that's my man. Oh, he said, that's you? He said, damn, that shit fire. And then from there, sparked the relationship.
Right.
Never happened if I'm recording in Trenton.
Right.
And that's what I try to express to the artists on my way. Use the studio at home to get your game up. Get confident in your jump shot. Get confident in your left hand.
Yeah.
Know where you like your EQ at.
Yeah, that's practice. Yeah.
This is practice. But now you got to step outside of home court and go get your respect.
Yeah, you got to get on the AAU circuit and go out there and test your skills against the other people.
You got to move around.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's been some of, your best moments on this, 20-something year journey that you've been in music, man? Some of the highlights.
Wall Street, Twin Towers for sure. Bringing Kiss to my city. My man Castro, we had a record called Regular Shit. Man, we shut the city down. That shit was amazing. Beans, man. I mean, Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Moving around with Joe a lot. I was moving around with Joe a lot before Kiss.
Got you.
Me, Joe, and Drama got a record about to drop. Me, Joe, and DJ Drama got a record about to drop, produced by Big Young. Yeah, I got a project called Life Lessons about to drop. That's what my new merch is, man. Low key, we working on making it the gangster grills. Low key, you know what I mean?
Need that, man. I think that gangster grills era, number one, it's important.
Yeah.
It gave us a lot of stars.
Right.
Wayne's dedication series, T.I. Down with the King, all of the Jeezy mixtapes and all of that shit. But I think that there's like a developmental piece in the music industry that's missing right now, where niggas is basically going from they basement studio to DSPs, and it's no like a G League or like a transitional league to prepare motherfuckers to get on that big stage, because it's basically no filter. All you need is a $20 TuneCore account, and you throwing your music out there.
Anybody can drop.
Anybody can drop.
And that's why the game is so oversaturated right now. The game is oversaturated. There's no artist development.
None.
Everybody worried about, see me, I don't worry about shit that could be paid for as far as like views, likes, comments. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
Press play. I live my life off press play.
Right.
And I always knew that if I got in the room, even with like Fat Joe, how I met Joe, me and Doughboy went to Cool and Dre's studios for 4 days.
Yeah.
I did a tape called 4 Nights in Miami while he was there.
Yeah, that's hard.
And Joe came in one of my sessions, walked in the A room. He was like, my bad, I thought the studio was empty. Jumped up.
Like, no,
come on in,
yeah.
So he said, yo, he told the engineer, I'm gonna be in the lobby. I jumped up, I went out there, right? I said, yo, Joe. So what's up, nigga? Look at him like, what's up, nigga? I said, bro, if you don't mind, can I holler at you for a minute? He said, what's up? I said, it's only a handful of niggas gonna understand my music. You, Kiss, Jay, Nas, Puff, at the time, no Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy.
I'm like, yo, it's only a handful of niggas gonna understand my music. You know, the club we come from. I'm like, you get a chance, I play you some records. He like, yeah, finish your session. He with the cool shit.
Yeah.
Finish your session, I'm gonna come in there and listen. So I'm like, all right. In my head, I'm like, that nigga gonna be gone. But
yeah.
We rock out another 3 hours. Joe's still out there. I said, yo, bro, I'm done. You come in. We talk for a minute. Press play. First record. Out. Sat up in the chair.
Yeah. I said, I got it.
He said, yeah. He said, let me another one. Played another one, he said. He said, let me another one. Played another one. Nigga passing his phone. I put your number on my phone. No, I'm lying. Passing his phone. I put my gram in there. My man always say, Instagram is a new TV. A nigga follow you on the gram to get to see what you, how type of person you are, what you really into. So I made sure when he was giving me his phone, I put my number in there and I went to his gram and followed my page. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get that follow, man.
You got to see what's going on, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So once he tapped in, he sent me his number. I started going to New York. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. That was my man. We used to all be in Heatmaker Studio.
Man, we used to have Fred down here. Lenny S brought Fred down here many a day, man.
That was my guy. Yeah, he was running with Lenny S heavy. Yeah, he was running with Lenny S heavy. Yeah.
Lenny was telling, he said, "No, man, my guy Fred, he's the god.
Yeah,
like it's Jay and then Fred, bro.
We love Fred. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
My man gave me a printout of all the A&R niggas' numbers. He used to work for Slay. And I called Lenny S one day off the joint, and I was like, yo, I met you, da-da-da-da. I'm like, yo, we gotta get some music. He was like, yeah. He's like, but right now I'm just focusing on Fred. I'm just this was probably like 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But hey, yo, man, you know, even going to Buffalo, man. Rest in peace, my man F. I went to Buffalo for the weekend and linked with Westside Gunn. My man F was running with Griselda real heavy, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't really know too much about the Griselda move. I knew who they was. Yeah. But going there, linking with a pink in his brain, changed my whole outlook on the music shit. Bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that nigga really.
Wes, right?
He really
he's a genius,
bro. Yeah,
that nigga's a genius, man. Wes is the connection between that '90s era, this present era. And being very intentional with everything around a project because he understands that the merch, the art, a collab with a brand or whatever can end up ultimately being better than a project initially, but could end up being the reason why people listen to and love a project.
I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me, and this was the best comparison. The Lox, Griselda, right? They both are serving the same demographic, but the Lox may drop every 5 years.
Right.
Griselda gave us that Lox feel, that Mobb Deep feel, that Wu-Tang feel, but they gave it to us in a young niggas release form, meaning that it was like every 30 to 60 days. Yes. It was dropping. Yep. They were dropping like the young niggas, but the sound was that classic sound that we grew up on.
And it didn't lose the quality.
It didn't lose the quality, yeah. And Wes was telling me, Wes said, oh, this is what I do. He said, I booked the studio for a week. Whatever I do in that week, that's the tape. Right. I said, damn. Here I am, a year and a half I'm working on the album and all this little stupid shit. 90 songs. Yeah. I'm falling in love with number 87 and all this little dumbass shit. That nigga said,
play number 81 again.
Yo, bro, give me 82 one more time. It's like, because I tell niggas, even that, recording, sometimes you gotta walk away from it. Yes. Because you'll fall in love with the last thing you did. Like right now, I ain't doing no recording right now. Right. I'm mixing, I'm bringing in the band to play on joints. I got a project with my old heads from my way, Don Black and Mike Molest. These guys was the guys when I was growing up. Got it. Where I'm from.
And that's dope that you even thought to do that, to bridge that gap.
That's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Because I never forget the feeling of me looking at them and being inspired. Like my man Black, like I said, running with Doo-Wop, being signed to MCA, Rough Nation. My man Molest was signed to Soul Life Atlantic, which had Sunshine Anderson, Anthony Hamilton, Macy Gray. Yeah. So I remember how much that meant to me, being a young nigga on my way. So while I got whatever momentum I got, right, I'm gonna toss the ball back to the niggas that inspired me.
As you should.
You know what I mean? So we got a project courtesy of the Mob three sides to a story about the drop.
That's hard,
you know
man.
what I mean? But yeah, man.
What keeps you motivated to still make music in 2024?
Good question. Life. Cause I pull from life, man, as cliche as it sounds. I might go around the way, man, sit out the way for a week and just hear so much shit and see so much shit, and then just in travels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for me, my grandfather, man, God bless him, was played the violin and orchestra, and he was a painter. So I always had an appreciation for art coming up too. And I think for me, the music is art for me.
Yeah.
And it's that appreciation I get from the people that kind of keeps me too. Like I guess to answer your question, the minute nobody be like, yo, I fuck with that shit, I probably still record, but I would never put nothing else up.
Right.
But when I'm getting DMs from all across the country, my man in the feds right now in Virginia, he just hit me like, yo, the CO was just in here playing your shit. I had to tell him that's my man.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And be that kind of shit, that little shit.
Yeah.
That just be like, or it be a nigga like Kiss texting me, a nigga who I hold in
very high regard. Yeah.
Nigga like Beans being like, yo, you know what I'm saying? All that. Like growing up, I was big basketball nigga. Yeah. So it's like when you acknowledge and see like a player you love, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now you balling and they respect your game.
Right.
Type of thing, you know what I mean?
You've been making music for a long time, seen it go in a lot of different directions, always stayed true to who you are and you know how you wanted to be represented. With that being said, who are some of the artists presently that you still like in the rap game? That could be from past generation, current generation, brand new.
I mean, rap wise, shit, you know, I'm listening to the Griselda, of course. Shout out to my nigga Benny. I mean, classic J shit, Nas shit. Like for real, to be honest, I'm like Marvin Gaye, Donny Hathaway,
yeah.
Lucky Day,
yeah.
Kevin Ross, Shaheem.
That soul vibe.
Soul music, man. I'm really like that pocket. Like anybody that knows me, Luther Vandross, I'm really like that. I'm really 90% of the day,
yeah.
I'm really on that.
Right.
But I respect the guys that really put the words together. You know what I mean? Like, that's still taking time. And I respect the guys that do the other shit too, because it's like, like I say, even with the auto-tune and the singing shit, it's some people that do that very well.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like Lights does what he does very well.
Yeah, listen, Lights got about 5 songs on DSPs that he released on this current run that's out there right now. And mix, quality, execution, melodies, all of that shit is a 10 out of 10. And I'm just like, God damn.
But that's what I'm saying. I've seen him in the studio from the creative process, and Jordan too. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who else a monster too, Louis V. Louis V don't get enough credit.
At all. That's my bro, man. Shout out Louis V. I love that guy to death, man.
But yeah, I'm more of a soul, man, R&B, Anita Baker Essentials, Will Downing. Yeah. I'm more into that pocket.
All right, give me your Mount Rushmore of MCs. You get 4 spots. 4 greatest of all time, according to you.
Big, Jay, Nas, Kiss or Beans in that 4th spot.
Depending on what day it is.
I'm feeling
it's also.
So yeah, that, damn, I ain't dead. Man, that's 4th. Yeah, it gotta be toss up. Because my 5 would be them 4, Kiss and Beans.
Right.
So that 4th spot gotta be Kiss. I gotta flip a coin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What about those particular, 5 MCs? We're just expanded to 5. Those 5 MCs that rank above everybody else to you.
Just to relate, relating, man. Drawing those pictures before I even the music brought me to the environment. Right. So I felt like I was in Queensbridge with Nas. Like I felt like I was out South Philly with Beans. Yeah. I felt like I was in Yonkers with the Locks and Kids, in Brooklyn with Big, and just the detail, the production. I think more importantly, a lot of people don't forget too that it was just the charisma, the swagger too. Yeah, real presence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when LL lifted his pant leg up, I wanted to lift my pant leg up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So having that kind of influence. Yeah. You know what I mean? Plays a major part too. Right. Yeah, so for sure.
Man, we covered a lot of information, man. I'm glad that you was able to join me today to really, be able to bridge the gap and close the circle amongst, us knowing all of the same people and all of that, man. You a good brother, genuine person. I definitely, want to have you back to be able to use our platform to support whatever you got going on. Tell me this in closing. In a perfect world, what does the future look like for you? It could be a year out, 3 years, 5. What does the future look like for you if everything goes according to plan?
In a perfect world, bro, I'm dropping this project courtesy of the mob with Don Black and Molest. We putting the billboards in the city. This is more so like a Flowers Honors project to them brothers.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just West Side gunning the joint.
I love it.
Executive producer the joint, put the beats together and all that, the landscaping. Dropping that project, get them brothers, they flowers. I got a record out, Black Jesus, the remix of Wise Intelligent for PRT. I got that out on platforms.
Fire.
From Vegas, I dropped that in December. I got videos for damn near every song off that. That's out. I'm getting ready to drop again, Life Lessons. Like I said, hopefully, man, try and talk to me. Ace work that out. You get to make that joint of Gangsta Grills. To be honest, bro, just putting out the music, my fan base growing, being able to travel, get on the road, start signing artists, and then for real, like, I really get into that R&B bag though.
Yeah.
I really like write and produce like R&B records like at a crazy level.
How long you been doing that?
I've been doing that probably since like 06.
Oh, so damn near at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm really like Rico Love type vibes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just getting more into the behind the scenes acts. I want to start grabbing some acts from my way, and just making it business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we think that we meant to be artists, and we might be meant to be A&Rs, we might be meant to be CEOs, we might be meant to be VPs.
Right.
You never know where this thing gonna take you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But just giving my music to the people that appreciate it, and then flourishing outside of that and the business and the space. You know what I mean?
Brick by brick.
Monday, I got the 9th annual book bag drive in Wilson Homes, me and the Queen of Comedy, Samora.
Fire.
You know what I mean? Samora's from Trenton too. That's my own girl. She done backed all my plays. Anything I ever needed, all the music for her specials, Netflix, Showtime, I do all the music for them joints.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
that's amazing.
Yeah, she's solid, man, super solid.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raw Footage, shout out to Samora, Trenton Housing Authority. We just working, bro, taking it one day at a time, man.
Yeah.
Word up.
You gotta connect me with her, man. I gotta get her on the show, man. We'll pull up wherever in the country to talk to some more, man.
Fly down Miami. That's like my sis. I just spoke to her yesterday.
Yeah.
Like real good people, bro. I'm talking about.
Hear that, Dan? We going on a road trip.
Yeah, for sure. She's solid, man. Great. I'm talking about a great person, though.
Yeah, definitely, man. Before we get out of here, give everybody your socials, YouTube, all that, where they can find you, and just so that they can tap in, man. We got a real supportive audience that we're a trusted source.
Yeah.
Where it's like people might be unfamiliar with you, whatever. They gonna tap in after this for sure.
YouTube.com/Big Ooh TV, BIGOOH-TV. X, formerly known as Twitter, Big O, BIGOOH. Instagram, same thing, BIGOOH. Facebook, DSPs. Shout out to Guy the Glasses, listening with these throwback gazelles and all that. Yeah, I appreciate the love, man. I've been tapped in with y'all for a minute, man. I'm happy to be here. Shout out to all the platforms that showing love, man. Stay tuned. That new merch is out too. Life Lessons merch, man. We around, man.
Fire, man.
Slick.
Also, shout out to Eclectic Lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We got you some of them merch.
They're my guys.
Yeah.
I was just on that boat with that niggas asked me what that is.
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Big and tall, fly shit, fresh out of Philly, man. EclecticLifestyle.com. Make sure y'all check all of that out, man. Look forward to us coming back together again, or you might just see us somewhere doing something. Anything this brother's doing, man, I want to make sure that I'm, make myself available to support it, man, because you're a certified legend and you deserve it.
Bro, I appreciate
you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Big Ooh, TRPE. We out.